Hi, I've got this IT250 dirt bike for sale. I'm just going to run through what it needs. I'm selling it for like a restoration or do a few jobs and just ride it sort of thing. But they're getting harder to find. They're a classic bike. I'll go through the cosmetics first. Plastics, they're faded out because we're in Colorado. I mean, and the downside of that is the beautiful sunshine wrecks the plastic. Tank looks really good. If you put the original logo, which you can get, straight back where that one was, it's going to look pretty nice. I mean, I did a quick compound cut on that and it came up really well. I'm really pleased with that. Seat covers are like 30 bucks, which is why I'm amazed that there's like 30 bucks of 3M tape on there. The rear fender is chewed up, but you can get the actual plastic set, not a universal one, but the actual IT plastic set for these for 150 or 160 bucks. I think DC Plastics on eBay sells them, so you get both side panels, front and rear fender. Okay, there's a chunk out of this front guard. Cosmetically, I think that about covers it. Mechanically, right, let's have a look. I know there's a tiny little crack in the front rim there. I mean, it doesn't lose air. I think they probably hit a rock and it popped in and out. If that were to bother you, you could put a search on eBay and grab one when it comes up for 50 bucks. What else? Right, so I don't know the condition of the fork seals. The gate is split there. If you're going to ride it seriously, I imagine you're going to change those anyway. I don't know, they're only like 30 bucks for a set of fork seals. So when I bought this, it was a non-runner, and the reason was the inlet manifold rubber boot was split, so it's pulling in air, and the spark was weak because the cap wasn't making any contact with the spark plug. So I put a new cap on there, obviously, and I've put foil tape on there just for the purpose of showing you this video and showing you it run. But you can't run a two-stroke like that for any length of time, because as soon as that tape gives out, it's going to draw in air, it's going to run hot and put a hole in your piston. So you got to do that. Rear wheel looks all right. Probably going to want to put a new chain on there and new tyres if you can do some serious riding. Exhaust mounts are there, but if you can see that, they've become unvulcanized, so that rubber's supposed to be vulcanized to that plate. You might be able to just get those revulcanized or buy a new set of mounts, but either way, the exhaust mounts, and that goes for, I think there's there's 5, and I think 2 or 3 of the 5 are like that, so you're going to need to do that. So it starts right up and fires nicely, and it's got plenty of power, but it's a little bit smoky, so you might need to do some rings. I know a Wiseco piston kit with a new set of rings is only like 100 or 120 bucks. I mean, if you had to go for a rebore as well, put another 40 on that. And while you're there, you might as well put a new wrist pin bearing in there, and you're like under 200 bucks and your engine sorted. But slight bend in the bar on this side, I noticed. It's just not true. It's just off like a degree or so. The switch tip's missing off the light control, I think it is. But you can still operate it. I mean, you get in there and it goes on and off again. I mean, you probably want to just leave that on anyway. So the speedo, I've got 1,342 miles on there. I don't know why that wouldn't be original. So yeah, I think that about covers it. I've talked about the plastics, talked about the exhaust, the carburetor, forks, tyres, sprockets and chains and stuff. I think that's about there, I think. Alright, so the next video is going to be going to be me running it. All right, well, thanks very much.